Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the graduate school ceremony of the 2018 Spring Commencement of Clarkson University. Gene Spence, class of 1979 and chair of the Clarkson University Board of Trustees, will now open our ceremony.
The graduate ceremony of the 2018 Spring Commencement and Convocation of Clarkson University herewith is in session. The marshal will come forward and vest the president. Please rise for the invocation by Professor Abul Kanker. Then, please remain standing to join the Golden Notes singing the national anthem, accompanied by the Potsdam Brass Quintet.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of God, the most beneficent, the most merciful. All praises to you, O merciful God, the creator and the sustainer of the universe. We have gathered here at the graduate commencement ceremony to celebrate and recognize the achievements, hard work, and perseverance of Clarkson graduates. We offer thanks to their family, their spouses, their friends, and for their support, sacrifice, and encouragement. We also recognize the esteemed faculty who have taught and guided them as their graduate mentors during the past years. Almighty God, you are our patron. We seek your guidance and blessings for a future of the students who will receive their advanced degree. We ask that you establish them in an unwavering faith in you. We ask that you grant these graduates wisdom, strength to do good work, serve humanity, and to help them join together in mutual teachings of truth, of patience, and constancy. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. I now ask that Morgan Prohaska, class of 2018, come forward to offer her remarks. Morgan Prohaska will now approach, and I'll tell you a little bit about her. She's receiving her Master's of Science degree in Basic Science from the Department of Biology. Her research efforts have helped elucidate the effects of nanoparticles on living organisms of how vertebrate intestines develop. During her time at Clarkson, she's contributed to work published in the Journal of Environmental Pollution, has participated as a member of the Graduate Student Association, and has been a teaching assistant for a number of biology courses. Morgan.
Hello. Good evening, family and friends, esteemed faculty members, and the graduating class of 2018. I am happy and honored to be celebrating here with you today. Standing before you, I'm awash with emotions. Happiness for the peers of mine that are all getting their degrees, including myself. Excitement for all of us to start the next stage of our lives together. And sadness to leave such wonderful people behind who have become like family away from home to me. As your keynote speaker, it is my goal on this day of celebration to help you feel sentimental, but most importantly, reflect on your years here at Clarkson and the future ahead of you. I began reflecting on my time here at Clarkson last semester when it became clear to me that I would be graduating. When I started here, like so many of you, I felt that I lacked the experience that was needed to do well as a graduate student. For many of us, this is the first time that we have full responsibility over the work that we do and how we do it, and still for others, this may even be the first full-time work that you've had in your respective fields. I worked in a zebrafish lab, and I recall watching my PI perform dissections at lightning speeds, whereas I needed to set aside hours in order to do the same task. I remember being afraid of my first class of students, wondering if they would like me or not, and whether I would be able to teach them adequately. And I remember the anxiety when people first began asking me what exactly it was that I did in my research, with the exception of my loving family and partner, who I know don't understand much of what I say. This may sound familiar to many of you who once thought that a task was too difficult to do or a job took you too long to complete. Or maybe the strains of life have put additional pressures on you that have made you a constitutive multitasker and feel behind others. The graduate student experience is a challenging one when trying to balance one's school, work, and social life. But it is these challenges and how we overcome them that define who we are today. When we leave Clarkson, we are a developed, refined version of ourselves with a perception that's separate from others based upon the experiences that we've lived through. Over these past few years at Clarkson, we have all grown and become improved versions of ourselves. And I'm always left feeling sublime when given the opportunity to hear about my peers and the many different paths that we have all taken to end up here in the same place. Being a member of GSA has put me in a unique position so that I could become familiar with all of you, if not most of you. And I had the chance to come around to each of your labs and to meet the graduate students of Clarkson. And out of all of these graduate students that I have met, there hasn't been one person that I haven't thought, wow, I can't believe that they're working on something like that. Or wow, I can't believe that they needed to go through all those steps in order to end up a student here at Clarkson. You are all amazing individuals, and you are the ultimate source of my inspiration for this speech today. When I was asked to be your keynote speaker, I knew that I wanted to make it about the hardworking students of Clarkson University. Many of you have done complete 180 turns in your life. You've become a student here, either having left your home country or city that you've grown up in. You may have changed career paths in order to be here, or even your entire field of study has been altered. Others are going through the motions in order to marry and start their families while also developing their careers, and still others are diving deep into their research, making the strides necessary in order to become leaders and educators. Getting to know my peers has contributed to a fond set of memories, and you will all surely be missed by those that you leave behind when you move on. But here we are, having all worked hard past the hurdles that life has thrown at us, the necessary hurdles that allow us each to change and become more independent, open-minded, and self-reliant individuals. Without being left to our own devices, we would not have been able to develop the critical thinking skills needed to figure out solutions to impossible problems on our own. I feel as graduate students, this is a skill we all passively gain while working in our respective fields, and one that we must gain. These struggles common to the graduate student experience is part of the growing process we must endure to be better. And those impossible tasks, they were somehow completed over the years. Somehow research was completed past failures as alternative solutions were found, and the idea of impossibility became more transparent as time went on in our programs. We began our time here at Clarkson having made a commitment to do the work necessary to get our degrees, but we are all leaving here with much, much more than that. We now have the tools needed to push the boundaries of impossibility and inform others of the knowledge that we gain as we succeed and fail in life. And now I'm going to leave you to build upon the scope of what you have already achieved and to realize a world of possibility ahead of you. Thank you.
So thank you, Morgan. Good afternoon, good evening. Tony Collins, the president here at Clarkson. So a very warm, and thank goodness the weather has changed, to a warm welcome to graduates, parents, families, friends, faculty members, trustees, and honored guests. I extend a warm Clarkson welcome to everyone on behalf of the university, as well as the 40,000 plus Clarkson alumni who have gone before you. Let me congratulate you on your graduation this evening. At our commencement ceremonies this weekend, we have graduates representing 15 nations as well as 30 states of the Union. So welcome to those family, friends, and supporters that have come distances, great distances, to be here with us this evening. Approximately half of you of your graduating today, you already have a Clarkson degree. So this is a double congratulations. But probably it should be a triple congratulations. By undertaking a graduate level degree, you are acknowledging that education is the key to your future and our nation's future. Simply put, the rate of change of knowledge in technical fields, or any of the fields that you're studying in, is so fast that continuing your education is critical. To remind you, or if you're a first-time Clarkson graduate, as you begin the next phase of your life, the Alumni Association and your fellow alumni will continue to impact your journey. Because a Clarkson education prepares future leaders for a global marketplace. Clarkson alumni can be found all across the world, solving complex challenges and leading innovation, from Asia and Europe to South America and even Antarctica. We also have dozens of regional chapters across the country, from San Francisco to Atlanta to Denver. Each of our chapters hosts Welcome the City events. So if you are a first-time Clarkson graduate, take advantage of this. They offer career mentoring and professional networking events and planned social activities. Please do not underestimate the power of the Clarkson network. If you arrive in a new city, you will have immediate access to a network of professionals and friends, from recent graduates like you to high achievers with decades of life experience. Clarkson survives and thrives from the support of generous alumni who give their time, talents, and treasure to the next generation of students. In the professional world, you'll find there is great equity in your Clarkson degree. It opens doors. The humanitarian spirit of Thomas S. Clarkson places an invisible stamp, and I hope invisible stamp on every Clarkson diploma. Let the humanitarian spirit that created Clarkson guide and energize your life beyond this campus and this day. So, from me personally and from the university, our heartiest congratulations on your graduation. So now I'd like to ask Distinguished University Professor S.V. Babu to come forward and offer his remarks. So not often, infrequently in fact, we offer a distinguished award to one of our leading researchers. S.V. Babu is the Distinguished University Professor in the Department of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. He served as the Director of Clarkson's Center for Advanced Materials Processing from 1999 to 2016, and Vice Provost for Research during 2001 to 2004. An expert in the field of chemical mechanical planarization, Babu holds 31 patents and has supervised 46 PhD students and 38 Master of Science students. He was recently awarded Clarkson's Lifetime Research Achievement Award, which, as I've mentioned, is granted to a faculty member who is recognized internationally for a body of work that exemplifies the highest level of research accomplishments and has made a significant impact in their chosen field of study. This is not offered frequently at Clarkson, so please join me in welcoming Professor Babu to the podium to address you. Please welcome him.
Thank you, President Collins. It's really my pleasure to be here today. Chair Spence, trustees, President Collins, and other administrators and staff, faculty, guests, and most important, graduates and your families. First, congratulations to all of you in the class of 2018. Your graduate degree is a result of hard work, talent, persistence, and maybe a little bit of help from your classmates and your advisor. Well, maybe not. From completing capstone courses and projects to engaging in clinical rotations, from defending a thesis in front of a committee, writing a dissertation, and experiencing global diversity through your extracurricular choices, today you will cross the stage with mindset, skill sets, and experiences to innovate the solutions our world needs. I know you are anxious to get your diplomas, but not too long. What else you have done? You have also managed part-time winters. That itself is a truly qualifying skill that will enable you to live anywhere in the world. So you're ready to go outside and face the world. So doors to new and exciting opportunities are open to excel wherever you choose to go, to academic world, corporate world, research, healthcare. Exciting opportunities are waiting for you everywhere. The world needs your skills to solve problems, propose new solutions to long-standing challenges like understanding turbulence, proving or disproving Riemann hypothesis, data security and robustness, more efficient supply chains, understanding brain functions and connections to intelligence, patient care, improved mobility to trauma victims, finding cures for various cancers, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and so on, so many diseases. I even predict the stock market, if you will, and make a lot of money. Or the mundane challenge of placing more than one cat. You know, those of you that know quantum mechanics, not Schrodinger's cat, but more than one cat in an empty box. So be careful about coming up with some simple solutions, though. Seemingly clever, like the Microsoft engineer who, learning from software glitches, decided that he or she can solve all the car starting problems by closing the windows first and then opening them again. So no shortage of challenges. But now you can address these as a member, as President Collins said, 40,000 strong alumni group. Clarkson alumni are very talented, and that group is filled with remarkable success stories that really truly defy convention. So what can I tell you now? My captive audience, and without any PowerPoint props, especially these remarks are likely to be forgotten or ignored unless there's an exam, right? So like everyone, I searched online, like what you do. I do the same thing I learned from you. Standard learning technique now. I came across many suggestions, and you can find them too. These include maintain a sense of humor, work hard, be generous, learn to work in a team, speak only good things about your manager, peers, and others, and be open-minded. Be open to learn everything. Never stop learning, and describe the importance of exercise, family, and even sleep, and so on and so forth. All great ideas, right? But did any of those ideas help you with your thesis? Or your capstone project? Your clinical rotation? Maybe, maybe not. Well, maybe hard work, and again, as I said, maybe some help from your advisor. So what is the problem? We know all these. Practicing and implementing these is a real challenge. It's not simple. In fact, there may be some unintended consequences. Well, for example, I said open mind. If you're too open-minded, your brain may fall out. And for some people, a balanced diet may be a cookie on each hand. Right? So all these things. So while you're thinking about all these, Technology is not waiting. Technology is moving very rapidly. In as little as 10 years from now, you are likely to be working in a field far different from your current experience. Some of you have come and asked me, where can I get a job? This is what I did in my thesis. That's not relevant. It really matters what you have learned and how you can go and face the problems outside. You are likely to be working in a field far different from your current experience. So you must be prepared to learn and be receptive to new concepts. Again, this new open mind. And I know this from personal experience. My own thesis long ago on what is called as Landau's Fermi liquid theory, carrying the names of 2 Nobel Prize winners, for liquid helium-3 led to the so-called Babu-Brown theory. Brown was made wiser. It has been applied to developing theories for nuclear matter and neutron stars, far removed from my work at Clarkson, which was reached after many turns and twists. Long story, but being open and receptive to new ideas. And the recent recognition from my peers and Clarkson for that work in a narrow and specialized field called chemical mechanical planarization, or CMP, is the reason why I'm standing here today. Now, in fact, Clarkson is known internationally in this field as a leader in the academic arena. Quite remarkable. Though I'm standing here and saying all these things, the real credit for all this recognition goes to my students, my talented students, past and current, just like you, to my corporate supporters and sponsors, and to my remarkable family, and a lovely and talented and supportive wife of 48 years. This research experience connected to semiconductor technology is special and unique, so let me say a few words. The evolution of this technology over the years has been unimaginable, and even unthinkable 20 years ago, let alone 10 years ago. Now, we pack over 2 billion devices in a small area, give or take a few, in a single chip, and achieve extraordinary functionality for these by connecting them all with copper wires that are about 50 to 60 kilometers long in that single chip. Now, how is this done? This is done by interconnecting insulated copper wires, all made possible by creative and innovative engineers and scientists like you, MBAs, and let's not forget the physicians and the healthcare professionals that keep all these people that are working healthy and hale. And all are represented in my family, it turns out. These innovations that I mentioned allowed the creation now of 10 nanometers. 10 nanometers, your hair is over 20,000 nanometers in diameter. Maybe not mine, but yours certainly. With equipment, some of which cost over $100 million, one piece of equipment. And the factories that make these devices cost $5 billion. And this includes the process called CMP, which is planarizing a film to nanoscale across 300 millimeter wafers. That is across 7 orders of magnitude in length scale. That is like a couple of centimeters variation in the field that stretches from here to Chicago. Now, this is done routinely, thousands of times every day in these factories that cost $5 billion or more. Now, think of the critical supply chain management across the globe that is required to manage this, and the MBAs and other management types working to raise the money needed and allocating it in such a way that these companies remain profitable and keep Wall Street happy. Of course, they make a lot more money than us. Quite successful, and of course, quite stressful, but so this will keep the hospitals and the healthcare professionals very busy and occupied. So we all know that these advances made cell phones, tablets portable and ubiquitous, enabled the creation of Google, Facebook, and other companies. Now, 3-year-olds can manipulate video images with facility and entertain themselves. Apple made $13.5 billion, $13.5 billion in profit in 1 quarter. Not sales, just money. So with all these advances then, is the end near? No, certainly not. There are still plenty of opportunities for you. For example, in hardware, where these chips are being stacked in 3 dimensions, or in software, deep learning, artificial intelligence, and their impact on drug discoveries, genomics, organs grown in the lab, autonomous vehicles, many more. Well, all this makes me want to be young again, but maybe not. Similar advances have occurred with many other technologies in which you will all be working, and they are opening new frontiers. So how can you contribute to these changes and participate in them? There's no single answer, unfortunately. There are many paths that depend on your skills, your personality, your team members, and certainly luck. Nevertheless, as an employee in a new organization, establishing a strong reputation in the first few years, maybe in the first few months, is crucial. Reputations last and will travel with you, and they will even precede you before you go there. So identify and seek advice and guidance from a mentor or mentors who can help in building that reputation, and then go ahead and contribute to the technologies globally. So let me conclude. I'm honored to have this opportunity to speak with you here, and so congratulations and best wishes for continued future success. So go forth and defy convention as a true Clarkson alumni. Thank you.
That was very good. You've got to leave me the script there. You're about to see some innovation if he walked off with the script. So thank you, Babu, and I think you got a glimpse of how brilliant a man he is, and we've been fortunate, privileged to have him here at Clarkson. So let's give him one more round of applause. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, we'll now proceed in awarding our degrees, beginning with the Doctor of Philosophy. The Dean of the Graduate School, Kerep Janoyan, will present the doctoral candidates. Kerep?
Will the Doctor of Philosophy candidates please rise? Mr. President, I'm proud to present the duly voted and certified candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. The candidates will be hooded by their advisors.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and honors which appertain thereto.
Mohammed Fazil Anjomosha, Behavioral User Profiling and Energy Efficient Incentives in Mobile Crowd Sensing. Roshanak Aslebah, mass spectrometry-based proteomics for potential biomarkers discovery in breast cancer. Darpandeep Aluha, metal organic frameworks as versatile storage and separation platforms. Lena Bian, development of novel methods for the synthesis of metal sulfide nanoparticles. Nassim Daemi, understanding the rolling dynamics of golf ball with asymmetric mass. Chenzi Day, multiple timescale power system operations and planning with renewable energy, demand-side resource, and combined cycle units. Armin Delavari, a study of particle porous membrane interactions impacts on rejection coefficients. Han Deng, susceptibility of human cells from the cervical transformation zone to human papillovirus type 16 induced immortalization and plastic differentiation. Hamid Esadzadeh, theoretical and experimental investigation of residual stress in dissimilar metal welds. Amir Enayati, a study of particle porous membrane interactions, impacts on rejection coefficients. Jeremy Anthony Fish, desynchronization and systems of network-coupled oscillators. Mark Kanaparty, accurate inversion of SEMS data under fast scanning operations. Ziri Lee, acid leaching resistance and alkali silica reaction of alkali activated cement-free binders. Christopher Thomas Nadovich, fork grading coupler optical vortex beam interface for integrated optics. Trung Dong Zung Nguyen, near surface site characterization using 3D full waveform tomography. Joseph Carl Potvin, a method of measuring the individual incident energy contributors during an arc flash event. Angelina M. Ross. Conservation of spruce grouse population viability, population management, and management of lowland boreal forests of New York. Chuan Tang, 3 essays in economic valuation exploring the value of environmental amenity. Chatyana Krishna Prasad Valba, spatial surface energy mapping for single microparticles. Yanni Wang, hybrid polymer electrolyte membranes incorporating ether, diversized ionic liquid and glyme complex lithium salt. Bathana Shandipa Wichikhanzi, Data and complex systems from modeling social, spatial, complex networks to comparison-based ranking and sensor localization. Zhensing Wu, a study of flow near over porous media, theory and experiment. Build those. Congratulations.
So congratulations to our Doctor of Philosophy graduates. We will now confer the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree. Dean Janoyan, would you please present the candidates?
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Physical Therapy please rise? Mr. President, I am proud to present these duly voted and certified candidates for the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy. The candidates will be hooded by their advisors.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and honors which appertain thereto.
The marshals will escort the candidates as a group to the front of the podium again. And again, I guess we'll leave the applause till the end. Karen Marissa Clark. Seamus M. Cutler. Zachary Tyler Daniels. Laura Marie Fennelly. Molly Ann Kelso. Kristen Marie Land. John L. LaRue. Kara M. Leonard. Sean Thomas Lilly. Carly Lindroth Yates. Emily Frances McClellan. Kristen Orlandini. Ricardo Antonio Pacheco. Kristen Phillips. Taylor R. Picanti. I messed it up. Kayla Elizabeth Rakowski. Megan Ryan Ogden. Megan Elizabeth Shia. Jennifer Nicole Shields. Emily M. Smith. Jeremy Robert Tarwater. Julie Lynn Welsh. Congratulations.
So congratulations to our Doctor of Physical Therapy graduates. We will now confer the master's degrees. David D. Ray School of Business, Dean Dale Smith, would you please present your candidates?
Will the master candidates from the Ray School of Business please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I am proud to present the duly voted and certified candidates for the degrees of Master of Business Administration or Certificate in the David D. Ray School of Business.
Coulter School of Engineering Dean William Jemison, would you please present your candidates?
Will the master's candidates from the Wallace H. Coulter School of Engineering please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I am proud to present the duly voted and certified candidates for the degrees of Master of Engineering and Master of Science in the Coulter School of Engineering.
Graduate School Dean Kerup Janoyan, would you please present your candidates?
Will all candidates for Master of Science in Interdisciplinary programs, including MS in Data Analytics, please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I'm proud to present the duly voted and certified candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Interdisciplinary programs.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Interdisciplinary programs with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and honors which appertain thereto. School of Arts and Science Dean Chuck Thorpe, would you please present your candidates?
Will the candidates for Master of Science in the School of Arts and Sciences please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I am proud to present the duly voted and certified candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the School of Arts and Sciences.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Business of Administration, Master of Engineering, or Master of Science, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and honors which appertain thereto.
The marshals will escort the master's candidates as a group to the front of the floor podium. Please hold your applause until all the candidates have received their diplomas. Bailey Lynn Araldi. Aisha Abdullah Al-Kabarki. Sriviti Reddy Aleti. Sarah Marie Aldwarn. David Keith Barron. April Courtney Benedict. Lindsay Michelle Baring. Kylie Cassidy Brogel. Allison Cady. Daniel Patrick Cassell. Hao Wen Chen. Jacob S. Cook. Brenda Crowder. Achal Dahoon. Meng Feng. Yaroslav Filipov. Mallory Samantha Fisher. Mitchell R. Fisher. Natalie Caroline Flanagan. Brett Joseph Giroux. Todd Goodman. Hao Chan Gu. Jennifer Ann Hale. Jianhu Huang. Daniel Lawrence Quote. Chase Joseph Jackson. David B. Josephs. Keith Edward Judah. Brian Matthew Koshi. Kyle Paul Keebler. Vanita Kumar. Zachary Kyle Lewis. Melody Kristen Long. Carly Rose Lovelet. Wenrong Liu. Kevin Vincent Mack. Gregory Mankin. Rachel Malazar. Jessica Marianne Manning. Evan Marksentis. Margaret Mackenzie Mott. Ryan McHarren. Thomas Crowley Mihilta. Joseph John Natista. Laura Amy Nixon. Lauren Nolan. Where was I on? Who's that? That was Lauren. Okay, sorry. Okay. Logan Norris. Thanks. Matthew Nugent. Benjamin Gabriel Ospersky. Supriya Mathur Parshad. MD Anwar Parjev. Cody Gregory Lloyd Peck. I think we're missing. What's your name? Catherine. Catherine Emma Ruffles Phillips. Morgan Prosheka. Which one? Okay. Nicholas Bernard Picurag. Keith Patrick Poissant. Batsal Pudasanye. Fernando Jose Cuervo Paz. Zachary Rowan. Victoria Sakachetti. Shiva Santil. Nope. Margaret Mackenzie Shea. Okay, we're up to. Ablash Singapore. We're back. Okay. Dumindu Sirwanden. Heidi Joe Smith. Jeffrey Brian Sousa. Eric Mawena Takai. Kingsley Tan. Brandon James Tabo. Ashley Elizabeth Toohill. I'll go too fast. Trang Vo. Sipa Kudwa Archachiche Sashika Sorine. Boy, there's one more. Wika Ramushuli. Conrad. Yeah. And Conrad Zempier. Congratulations.
So let me ask our newest graduates to stand and receive our round of applause. Congratulations, all of you. Graduates, how about reversing and applauding your supporters? How about reversing and applauding your supporters? So please be seated. On behalf of Clarkson, congratulations to all of our graduates. Please now, rise for the alma mater. The words are on the back of your program. The alma mater will be sung by our campus a cappella group, the Golden Notes, accompanied by the Potsdam Brass Quintet.
Thank you. Please be seated. So on behalf of the Clarkson University Board of Trustees, congratulations to the class of 2018. Once the ceremony is ended, we invite you and your guests to the camp atrium for a post-graduation reception. I hereby declare the 2018 Spring Graduate School Commencement Ceremonies and University Convocation to an end. To all graduates, good luck and Godspeed. So we can all leave. It's done.